What can you say about this information that was given by the government?
My friend, on Friday, what I saw.
What did you saw?
I really ran. My legs even now they are not functioning well because of that. The distance I covered. You can even cover. My friend.
So you mean you ran from which area to which area?
From Kiambu Road up to Saika.
Up to Saika?
Yes.
So you mean you can be a good marathon?
My friend, that is the day I really experienced that even Kipchoge cannot get me, cannot compete with me. Yes.
So what's up? Welcome to another episode again. It's Aljoy Liz. Thank you so very much for clicking this.
From me, I'm working along Kiambu Road. And on that day of Friday that the government introduced the curfew, it was a bit tough for me to reach at my home place because there was no public means of transport. So it forced me to run from the Aiga up to Saika. If there is anybody that knows where Saika is, just try to calculate that distance. And guys, it was like a marathon. And I'm sure that by that time, if even Kipchoge Keno was there, I didn't think if he could make it. But all we are hoping from God that all things will be better and this virus will come out of our country and things will come back to normal businesses.
Yeah, so you guys, you can understand from Mudaiga to Saika. Saika is just next to Kayonde Junction, and he ran. Nobody was chasing him, but he ran. If you just think about how you'll be canned when you are found outside before, after 7, it forced you to run. So that is his experience. So let's hear from another gentleman. So you guys, what's your name?
I'm called Michael Ochie.
What's your experience about the curfew and everything, not being found out after 7? What is your experience?
Yes, on Friday what I really experienced, it was seriously a very tough game because people were running. Those people, big people, slender people, they were running to beat that time. And I seriously experienced that everybody is able to run because anytime if there's something bad, if somebody wants to save his or her life, it forces him or her to use other means because there was no any vehicle that anybody could border. But by now I want to say that the Lord will help us. This disease will disappear from our country and everything will be normal. You know, even now our businesses are not working because people are seriously fear. They are just suspecting each and every person that wherever they will go, they will get this disease. So to our country, we are praying so hard that God hear us. And may God bless you.
Yeah, so you guys, you can understand being found outside, you just know, you can run. When a time comes when you want to save your life, you have to run. So another question that I want to ask them. I wanted to ask them again another question, and we'll start from the gentleman again. Being a father, how do you feel staying at home from morning to evening? Like it's a Sunday, but you have to stay home. What's your experience?
To me, it's a bit difficult to me. Because to me, every day I normally enter my house at exact 8 p.m. or if I enter my house a bit early, I normally enter my house at 7:30 p.m. But nowadays it forces me to enter my house at 6:30 or 6 p.m. Which to my wife I can say that she's a bit very happy because nowadays she's able to see me before the sunset.
Yes.
So like you say, you now come in the house very early. 7 you have to be in the house. So at what time do you leave the workplace? And what is how? Is it still normal? The working place is still normal? You still get the customers the way you are getting them earlier?
It's not normal because even the customers are afraid of this disease. So nobody needs to get out, and nobody is ready to spend because you don't know what will come out next.
So you guys, we can say the coronavirus has even affected the economy. There is no money, and according to you now, to the next gentleman, according to you, what do you think? Should the government bring for us food if they want us to stay indoors, or what is your advice to all this? Like you are told to be indoors, but you don't have money. Maybe sometimes you don't have food. What's your take?
But even if we can say that the government should provide us with food, yesterday I experienced some drama when I was on the way coming from where we live. There was a certain leader who provided people with this ugali unga. Yes, the flour, cooking flour.
Yeah.
People were seriously struggling to get it. Even some sacks were destroyed there. So I'm just praying that the Lord will help us, because even if we say that the government should provide us with food, the population of Kenya is very big that they will not manage. Some people will get, some people will not get. I'm just urging our Kenyans to stay, to follow these rules that have been given by the government, so that we avoid the spread of this coronavirus. Let us all pray that God help us.
Yeah, so okay, as a father again, I'll ask you so many questions because you are a father. As a father again, I wanted to ask you, what do you think? Okay, it's end month. Is it so much easy? Is the rent still normal, or what can you advise? Maybe the caretakers, the landlords, and everything. What can you advise? Have you paid your rent? Is it so much easy? Do you have that money? And you are talking on behalf of the fathers now. What can you advise?
Okay, on behalf of fathers, what I can say or what I can advise. To us, it's a bit difficult for us because for us to pay the rent, we must have our job.
Yeah.
And there is no that job.
Yeah.
Every time, every day, you just get out, go to your work, nothing. You're just spending your time there. Then in the evening, you come back to the house. So to me, what I may request or I may ask to the caretakers or the landlords, if they can add us the duration, because this thing is not that easy as people think. Yeah, but to the government, if maybe there is a means that they can help people, it may be a bit good for us, and we may thank them.
Yeah.
Because we are struggling.
Yeah.
And also economic is very high. Yes. So things are not normal.
Okay, what can you advise now as we finish? What is your what can you advise Kenyans? Not even Kenyans, because this thing is worldwide.
Yeah.
What can you advise the world according to the COVID-19?
Okay, according to the COVID-19, even if things are difficult, even if things are not working, I think what the advice that I can give, let us just abide to the rules that has been given to our government, so that this disease may not spread that much. Because let us look at a country like USA. That is a country that is well equipped, that we can't compare with our country Kenya. Of which, if this disease can spread like in our country like US, it may be a bit hard for us to control it. So let us abide to the rules, and let us trust in God, because God is able to do everything.
Yeah. Okay. Now you are now ending your speech. What can you advise youths outside there? You are a youth. What can you advise vijana outside there according to COVID-19, the rules and everything? What can you say?
Yes, to my advice to my fellow youths, many people has believed that this disease, it only affect those older elderly people, but this disease does not. It is not choosing. It does not choose anybody. It will affect you. So let us adhere to the rules that have been given by the government, so that we can save our life, because our life matters a lot in this world. Otherwise, let us stay safe.
So just remind us of the rules. What are these rules?
We know that we are not supposed to be in a place where there is a lot of overcrowding, where people are. If you are suspecting yourself, you are supposed to eliminate yourself from the other people. You know very well that wherever you are, after you have walked a very short distance, you are supposed to clean your hands, and thoroughly cleaning, not just wetting your hands. You are supposed to thoroughly clean it, so that you can remove that virus. Let us all adhere to all those rules, so that we can save our life.
Yeah.
The wife, kudos. Yes.
Yeah, so you guys, so what I can say, it's the end of our interview. And me, what I can advise all the youths, not even the youths, everybody, because the COVID-19 is for everybody. It is for everybody. So it's not like taking maybe only the elderly or the young. Everybody is under this risk. So what I can tell you, please sanitize.
Oh, guys, on Friday I really ran. By the time I went to book food, and on my way I saw policemen. I decided to leave that food there and rescue my life, because if I just imagine how I was going to be caned, I just say that better I sleep without food rather than being caned and feel pain in my body. And that is it.
Yeah, so you guys, that is her experience. You know, it's better you leave food and rescue your life. So people have different experiences. Please, if you have a different experience, leave the comment below in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please click the subscribe button below, leave your comments flowing, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified every moment we upload the video.
Yeah.